Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Knights with Ping, and I'm Ping. I'm with you. How are you all? I see everyone in the chat. LA is here. Lindy Bridges. How are you, Lindy Bridges? Love is a four-letter word. Greetings, Earthlings. And Sharebear's here. Woos. And Top Secret to you. Hey, Top Secret to you. How are you? Let me get set up, and I will start the show. I rushed. I was like, had to do like 10 things before I jumped on because we went late tonight with Trish. We don't normally finish that late. I thought we were going to finish about 1:40. We ended up finishing about 20 past 2. So, all right. Let me get into it. The other night on the Sunday show, hold on. Hey, how's it going, everyone? My hair's a mess today. Sorry about that. Uh, on the Sunday show, I brought you a story about. Actually, I didn't bring it. I think Woo sent it to me. But the desperate search for the 4 children who went missing from Doonside in Sydney's west, they're still missing as far as I know. I will search their names very quickly. But as far as I know, last night they put another story out with their mum sharing a heartbreaking plea for them to come home. Still no information really, just that they are, looking for them. So I don't know if they just ran away from home or it's a custody dispute, something like that. Let me see. Oh, just a warning. I haven't been able to fix the bot yet, so please don't use too many emojis. Otherwise, Nightbot will kick you out, like it did to PB&J the other day. Laura G, hey Laura G, and Diane, hey Diane. Yeah, see, it got angry at LA. Sorry. I will fix it. It's just annoying to get into, but I will get there. So, all right, let's tell you about this. So the 4 children aged 12, 9, 12, and 16 were last seen on Earl Street in Doonside, 6:45 p.m. on Saturday. That's a while ago now. Entering what? Its 4th day, 5th day, and they still haven't been heard from. It's very, very sad. And you just wonder what they're doing out there. I guess they do have an older kid with them, 16 years old, still a child, but maybe he knows a little bit more about the world and be able to protect his brothers and sisters. That's it. Just other than that, they're saying that there was a heartbreaking plea. Hold on. Yes, here, mother shares heartbreaking plea. She says, on Tuesday, their desperate mother begged for them to get in touch as soon as possible. She said, my baby's whereabouts is still unknown. Malika? Yeah, I can't pronounce what she's saying, but she says, please call me in any way possible. Let me know you're okay. I just want to hear your voice. Now, it must be heartbreaking to have all of your children. Here we go. There's a photo of the message she left. So I can make that bigger. There we go. And it says, yeah, for more info, check yesterday's post, it says. But they're just saying, contact mom. They won't put me. I won't be any trouble and they won't put me in jail, I promise. What? It says here, can you guys see that? It's okay if you contact me, mama. I won't be in trouble and they won't put me in jail. I promise. Why would they put the mum in jail? It's very strange. Yeah, I don't know. Wu says, I think it's going to be a custody dispute. That's kind of the feeling I got from it too. Oh, Siana, I need to say thank you to you. You sent in a donation late after the Sunday show. I got your little message. I won't read out your name. I'm just going to call you Siana, but thank you very much. And my friend Candy Williams also sent one in after the show on Sunday. So thank you very much to both of you. It's very kind of you both. I just saw your name pop up and I was like, I hadn't said thank you yet. So, yeah, there's no update today. So I wonder if they made some headway today. You would think that it's about almost 3 o'clock in Australia. If there was, if they were still searching today, that there would be an article, but nothing. So maybe they have gone home, or maybe the police have been able to make contact with them because, yeah, it's sort of gone quiet and 4 children out on the streets of Sydney. Yeah, you would think it would be a bigger deal. So let me get you something a bit better. I just wanted to update because a couple of people contacted me asking if I had seen anything about it, and that's all I'd seen. That's all. And I'm going to steal this one from my friend Insightful One. She showed me this. Now it says, a husband is speaking out for the first time since his wife and 3 children were reported missing out of Franklin County. Lauren Cook, 30, and her children, 7-year-old Benjamin, 5-year-old Hannah, and 2-year-old Elijah Cook, have been missing since September 4th, according to Franklin County Sheriff's Office. The kids are now listed on the National Center for Missing Children and Exploited Children website. Let's open that link and see if there is one there. Okay, it's just a link to their website. It's not to their page. Okay. And it says here, on Monday, the father of the 3 children, Jordan Cook, gave the following statement to ABC 13. Contrary to what has been reported, my wife and children are not missing. I have no reason to be concerned about their safety or well-being. I have heard from my wife, and I'm sure she and my children are doing well. We ask that our family's privacy is respected at this time. It's a little odd, right? Someone put him up on the Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and then the husband comes out and says, yeah, they're all right. I spoke to her yesterday. That's not normally how these things happen. And it says here, one Franklin County Sheriff's Office official told ABC 13 on Thursday that this case was unusual. Usually where a non-custodial parent will run off with the kids, which is not this situation. There is concern as to where she is and where the kids are at after it has been over a week since anybody has communicated with her. That's very contrary to what the husband says, because he says he has communicated with her. Huston also told ABC 13 that Jordan Cook is worried. He's upset, as any parent would be, of where are my children at, Huston explained. We don't have any signs that she is in danger, but we're just trying to locate them and make sure they are safe. That is a very, back and forward, not quite the same, story from either side. We have a little video here. Let's see if we can play it. Might be better than me talking at you. Hold on.
Update tonight on the case of a missing Franklin County family we've been following for you. We first reported that Lauren Cook and her 3 children have been missing since September 4th. Well, tonight, Lauren's husband, Jordan Cook, is releasing a statement on the whereabouts of his family. It reads in part, contrary to what has been reported, my wife and children are not missing. I have no reason to be concerned about their safety or well-being. I have heard from my wife, and I'm sure she and my children are doing well. We ask that our family's privacy be respected at this time. To find our past coverage on this story, just head to our website, WSET.com.
It's a bit weird, right? It's sort of like contradicting each other's statements. Yeah, thanks for another day there, Cray Cray reporting. It has been a bit cray cray today, for sure. Let me see what you guys are having to say. AJ says, I imagined you with blonde with glasses. You're not the only one who thought that. That's very strange. And Nanalana says, hello again. Hello, Ping. Hello. And Danny Mitchell says he thought I was an Asian guy. Okay. I'm not an Asian guy. And let me see. Someone says, how did I get my name? Because I worked in networking for many years. And pinging things is something we do in networking. And I would ping the router quite often. So my Twitter handle is at Sundays with Ping. That's it, with the S, and that's all. And you can find me there. I post about all different cases throughout the night. Gambler says, why wouldn't she just do it herself? Yeah, why wouldn't she just call the police and, just confirm, like, I'm okay, the kids are fine. Here, you can hear the kids in the background. I don't get it either. It's a little suspicious, especially, you should never trust one side or the other. So I'm not saying the husband's done anything wrong, but when he's the only point of contact in the last week, Wouldn't he tell his wife, hey, call the police, tell them you're okay so they can call off searching for you? I don't really understand why you wouldn't do that like immediately, as soon as possible. Let me just check if there's more information on another page for you. No, it's still saying here, even USA Today is saying, police say a Virginia mom, her 3 kids are missing. Her husband says he's not concerned. You know, again, another contradiction. He says he's not concerned, and then the police said, oh, he is very concerned. So it's very backwards and forwards. Actually, there's a photo of her here. This is a photo of Elizabeth Cook. I know, Lauren Elizabeth Cook. And looks like a young lady. And she has the 3 children, Benjamin, Hannah, and Elijah. So it just says she was last seen with her 3 children at the family's Ferrum home in Southwest Virginia at the end of August, and she spoke with her mother around September 5th, according to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. Her children are the 2-year-old, 5-year-old, and 7-year-old. And it says here, when Cook's mother last spoke with her daughter on the phone, she said that she and the children were in New York visiting family. She said that Cook's bank account has no recent activity and that her cell phone last pinged on September 7th in Lexington, Virginia, about 90 miles northeast of the home she shares with her husband and children in Ferrum. If she was in New York talking to her mum from New York, wouldn't her phone ping in New York? And it says here, communication efforts with Lauren have been unsuccessful. They're just releasing photos of her and the babies to try and get someone to call in if they see her. They may be traveling in a 2013 blue Chrysler van with Virginia license plate. Anything else? See, again here, Jordan Cook says he told WSET TV that he has heard from his wife and he doesn't consider her missing. Contrary to what's been reported, my wife and children are not missing. But they were entered on that national database. They don't do that lightly. So, yes, Kathy Miller. Most frightening is no bank account activity, no cell phone activity either. You know, how is she calling people? AJ says, I wonder how Ping decides on which stories to discuss. I sort of just, whatever tickles my fancy that day, and, you know, whatever I think needs more attention, I'll take it, especially, you know, vulnerable people or something like that. I like to get their names onto the YouTube and out into the public and, you know, do my small, tiny part for missing people. Wu says, it reminds me of the Chris Dawson case. He said his wife used to ring him. Yeah, that's what I thought when I heard that. Like, oh, she's been speaking to me on the phone, but no one else has heard her. That's what Chris Dawson told people too, that he had, you know, been receiving phone calls from her when she was like on vacation and things like that. Yet she'd been missing for like years at the time and no one had seen her. Danny Mitchell, this is a great channel. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It's good to see you here. Hope you've been well. And thank you for doing those memberships the other night on Trisha's channel. I really appreciate it. It's very, very nice of you to get people involved. So I don't have too much more from that particular case, unfortunately. If we get more about Lauren Elizabeth Cook, if we get more about this young woman, then I'll do another show and I'll update you. That's the most we can do unless we get more information. But her kids are not on here. Let's have a look. We're looking for Lauren Cook. Is there a way to search? What if I search? All right. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Oh, you have to put in so many modifiers on here. It's like name, city, location, date, ages, gender, description of race, hair color, eye color. That's a lot to do. I thought we could just type in their name and get more information, but we cannot. Okay, yeah, like I said, if I can get some more information on these ones, I will tell you. What does LA say? Oh, I can't see it. Hey Gizmo, how are you? Oh, I can't see LA. I don't know why. Oh, Gambler says if she called the police and said she was alright, that would put in it. Yeah, right. If she had just contact one phone call and then she could just, they could go on about their lives. I don't understand. I can't see what LA said that was so funny, but I can't see it. Oh, you're just saying hello to everyone? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The stupid bot. I don't know why it's telling. I'm going to have to fix that. I'll have to go in there. Vegemite Smile says, if he has nothing to hide, why can't he give police her phone number? Well, I think that's what he's done. And then the police are saying that when they try call, it's unsuccessful and no one picks up. So, okay. I Hate Morning says, some police departments don't stop until they physically see the missing person. Yeah, I have heard of that too. All right, anything? Danny Mitchell says, anything about the two murdered models in LA? I did have a look about it a little earlier. I do have a link. Hold on. If I can find it. It was Nicole Coates, wasn't it? Nicole Coates was the model. Okay, here, CBS News. It says LAPD sees downtown. Oops, we can pause that. It says downtown LA model deaths appear unrelated. They're saying the Los Angeles Police Department says there is no evidence linking the two deaths of two models just days apart in downtown LA to one another. A model was found dead inside her apartment in downtown Los Angeles last week, 2 days after another model was found dead in the same area. Nicole Coates, 32, known to loved ones as Nikki, was found dead on September 10th inside her apartment on 8th Street and Grand Avenue after her family had not heard from her for days. They said they went in, turned the corner, and she was covered up. They went over and touched her, and she said, Nicole, and I touched her arm, and she was like stone. Oh, that's very sad. They said that she had recently gone on a date 2 days prior, and that's the last time she'd been in touch. They're saying they miss her so much. She was their only child. I'm not ever going to be able to tell her that I love her or touch her again. It hurts. Family members say it was days later they learned of a disturbing similar incident when 31-year-old Melissa Mooney was found dead inside her own apartment in the 200 block of South Figueroa Street on September 12th. Investigators launched a homicide investigation due to circumstances surrounding Mooney's death. That scared us all because now we feel it's all related. Linda Sinclair, Coates' aunt, said she wasn't far away from where Nicole lived, and they were in the same age bracket and were models. Authorities worked to determine if the two incidents were related, but confirmed Tuesday, September 19th, that they appeared to be unrelated. Since both cases remain active investigations, details about either cases were not released at the time. So it looks like, at least for now, they are considered unrelated. Yes, I will fix the Nightbot. The way you can not get not get him to tell you off is just don't use emojis. That's what he's getting you for. He's getting you for putting more than one emoji in your message. But I will fix it when I can get back into the back end of the system again. LA says, I have Nightblock blocked. I never see it anymore. It's probably why, you guys miss a lot of the links and information that we give to you guys because we often put it throughout in the bot for you. That's probably why when we tell you, oh, just click X, Y, and Z, and then you're like, I can't see that. That's why, because you guys have the Nightbot blocked. But yeah, he has a stupid self-moderation system inside his settings, and it's crap. It gets people for the dumbest stuff, like posting 2 emojis or posting 2 messages. It's really stupid. But yeah. So Danny Mitchell, I hope that solves it for you. Danny says nothing good happens on Figueroa. I don't know if you watch Smoke and Scan, but they often have crimes on Figueroa all the time. They have a little video they play every time a crime happens on Figueroa. It's like a well-known thing in LA. Oh, Wu says, how about the stabbings at the ANU in Canberra? Yeah, I did see your email about that. We can have a look if you want. I don't think I heard anything else other than it happened, but I can show you. Hold on. No, apparently there was a fugitive, Stanley Turvy. Stanley Turvy has died after he was shot by police in a standoff in northern Victoria to end a 3-day manhunt. Oh, actually, I'll show you this and then we'll talk about the stabbing. I didn't even know this was happening, and it's in my own state. It says here, Specialist Operations Group police were looking for the 33-year-old at his home in Androma, near Shepparton, just after 10:15 a.m. in the morning. After receiving information he was there, SOG operatives were confronted by Turvy, who was armed, and subsequently shot him. This is him. Oh, he's charming. Charming fella. There you go. Apparently he was given first aid in the driveway before paramedics declared him dead. Homicide detectives will investigate the incident with oversight by the Professional Standards Command as per standard procedure. The state coroner has also been notified. The incident brings to end a major search for Turvy over the past 3 days. Turvy allegedly first faced off with police on Monday at Catanandra West near Shepparton. Oh, look at that. They had the Black Hawk helicopters out and everything. Look at that. Police claim he took a gun from inside a home where it is believed he had asked to stay and fired a shot into the air when officers came to arrest him. They said, I heard a gunshot, then the next minute he was taken off down the road in a car, swerving the coppers. Coppers are police. It is alleged Turvy fled Catandra West in a stolen Holden, while 2 officers were injured when their vehicle rolled nearby. Police said Turvy forced a man to drive him to New South Wales, demanding to be taken to his uncle's house in Finley. Officers later swarmed the Finley home located in the New South Wales Riverina region, but did not find the wanted criminal inside. It is also alleged Turvy then assaulted a woman at Yarrawonga on Tuesday morning, threatening construction workers at Sacred Heart College, and stole a white Hilux. Okay, well, he's no longer of this earth. Police have shot and killed him after a 3-day manhunt. So it's not just, doesn't happen just in the US, it happens here too, apparently. So unfortunate for his family. Seems like he was a bit of a rough, troubled dude. So this is the one Woos was talking about in Canberra, in Australia, our capital, Canberra.
Yesterday, about 2:40.
Actually, we'll play that. I want you guys to hear that rather than me talk. Let me get out of here.
Yesterday, about 2:40 p.m., a 24-year-old male attended the grounds of ANU and engaged with 4 people. Police will allege he stabbed 2 20-year-old women and assaulted 2 men aged 34 and 19. Both women received multiple stab wounds, with one receiving critical injuries. Both are currently in a serious but stable condition in hospital. The men did not require hospital treatment. A 24-year-old man was taken into custody soon after the incident. Last night, he was charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of common assault, and 1 count of possessed item with intent to kill. He's expected to appear in court this morning, where we will be opposing bail. Anyone who witnessed the incident who has not already spoken with police is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Yesterday, about 2.
Oh, there we go. I'm back. So that guy actually entered a campus, like a university campus, and stabbed people. I heard that he'd had some issues on that campus before, and that he had done similar things like this, like pestered people, and he just had a bit of, I guess, mental issues. I'm not sure, but you can see here the ground's just littered with. I guess this looks like medical waste from treating people that you always see after ambulances have been places. And yeah, brutal. I can't believe these type of things actually happen here. They're so rare. Sorry, I just want to I don't know any new information at all about the mushroom lady, Erin Patterson. It's been 3 weeks now, and we have had no new information about her at all. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's been very quiet. I'm hoping we're going to get a resolution to the mushroom deaths very soon. I don't know when that'll be, but I hope soon, because it's dragged on. It's been almost 2 months, and there's been no arrests, no further information about how the mushrooms got into the food. Nothing really. Top secret to you says keeping it on the QT. It seems like it, right? Very much so. So yeah, this guy has been charged with stabbing people at ANU campus. I hope the students are okay and that they're not having to go through too much of, surgery and things like that. So it says here, police will allege the 24-year-old Alex Ophel, a former student at the university, hit a man on the head with a frying pan about 2:40 p.m. yesterday. The 24-year-old is then accused of stabbing a 20-year-old woman multiple times before chasing a second 20-year-old woman and stabbing her. He then allegedly approached a second man and punched him in the face. All of the victims were university students. One of the women is in a serious but stable condition in hospital. The other is in a stable condition. The 24-year-old man was arrested and has now been charged with the 2 counts of attempted murder, 2 counts of assault, and 1 count of possessing an object to be used to kill. He did not know any of his victims. It was a random attack. That's very frightening for, we like to say in Australia that our learning institutions is very safe, and you just don't see stuff like this very much. Danny Mitchell says, J.S. Morgan said no way to tell poisonous mushrooms. Yeah, I had heard something like that because it metabolizes so fast, that their only hope to know if it is poisonous mushrooms was for them to have collected samples on the very first day they went to the hospital. But judging by the timeline that they did go to hospital, it's possible they have no evidence at all from any samples because they went so late after eating the mushrooms. So I don't know how they're going to do this, or you would have to hope they can find evidence that they found inside Erin's home or in the dehumidifier somewhere that they can link to her. So maybe she's just going to clam up, and then she think the police won't be able to find anything, and then it just goes away. Who knows? Oh, JSM said they can get it out of the stomach autopsy. I think it also depends on how long though, Danny. I think there was a guy in Australia, a poison expert, who said that it depended on timeline. Even if they did die and they took samples, it depended on metabolism and a few other things above my pay grade. I'm not a doctor, unfortunately. But yeah, if we get an update, as soon as we get an update, I'll jump on because I am very interested in that case. Very much so. All right, hold on, my lovely people. My other story for tonight was this. This is so crazy. The headline for that one is, There's Blood Everywhere. 911 calls paint disturbing picture of deadly family fight. I don't know what kind of family this is, but I don't do that with my family. It says Macon County, North Carolina. Newly obtained 911 calls paint a chaotic and disturbing picture of the afternoon a family fight led to the death of one man in Macon County. All right, let's have a listen to it and then we'll read the rest of it. Let me get out of here.
For the first time tonight, we're hearing the 911 call stemming from a deadly fight in Macon County. News 13's Hannah McKenzie breaks down the timeline of events as told by that man's family. And we do want to warn you, the details are graphic and some may find the calls disturbing.
A chaotic scene playing out at Stuywinter Mountain Road in Macon County, January 1st.
Nathan Humphrey's up here. He doesn't live here. I live here. He's up here. He's trying to start fighting. Go and get deputies up here. They need to remove him.
The first call to 911. A man out of breath, claiming to be Nathan Humphrey's stepbrother, says a fight has broken out between family members.
You know what? It's over. It's over. My dad's been wanting the tree down forever. My son's come here to help me take this tree down, and because he's in the tree business, he's the one that knows how to do whatever. I don't know, but he come up here saying nobody's taking no tree down, saying that I'm taking advantage of my dad and this and the other. Okay, is anybody hurt? But not yet.
Then another call to 911. This one more panicked from Humphrey's wife.
Can I hop up the wall? And the ambulance is Stuywinter Mountain Road. Immediately, they've killed my husband. What's going on? Somebody's killed my husband. Please, 911 Stuywinter Mountain Road. Please. Okay. Ambulance, hurry.
Begging for help, she calls back a second time, painting a more disturbing picture.
They've hurt him. They've jumped him. They've hurt him.
Okay.
He's not breathing. Please.
Okay. You're saying he's not breathing?
No, I can't help him. There's no service there.
Okay, did they jump him physically or did they? Okay.
Yes, physically, yes.
I need to know if you can do CPR for me.
I can't. There's blood everywhere. I can't even get to his face. They won't let me near him.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of guys up here.
Okay, all right. We've got help headed that way.
Nathan Humphreys later pronounced dead. The 30-year-old's autopsy listing cause of death as asphyxiation due to neck compression. Manner of death, homicide. More than 9 months later, on Monday, a grand jury indicting Ashton Stuywinter, the 23-year-old, now charged with voluntary manslaughter. Voluntary manslaughter carries a maximum sentence of 17 years in prison. I'm told Stuywinter has already bonded out of jail. He's set to appear in a courtroom on October 30th. In Macon County, Hannah McKenzie, News 13.
Today, students
Pretty crazy, right? You know, simple family gathering turns to crazy. And I was going to see if there's any more details down here. We saw the 911 call. It says here, according to the Macon County Sheriff's Office, Brett Holbrooks, Nathan Humphreys, 30, was killed after a fight with multiple families at a home on Stuywinter Mountain Road on Jan 1. I was just trying to see if there's a bit of extra info here for us. So his cause of death wasn't anything else. It wasn't the blood. It was the neck compression. So if they didn't compress his neck, he may have lived. And they're saying that 23-year-old was charged with the voluntary manslaughter. Yeah, we heard that in the video. They're saying the lady that did the news report reached out to the district attorney's office to find out if others involved in the fight will be charged in Humphrey's death. According to representatives with the DA's office, the DA cannot comment on pending matters and cannot confirm if additional charges are pending. Wow. So they could have more charges coming at some point related to this. The family also had a statement put in the newspaper on the indictment of Ashton. She provided the following statement: I am continuing to handle my husband's case with grace and kindness of Jesus. I am most thankful that there was sufficient evidence to prove my husband's life was taken in a horrible, uncalled for, and unnecessary way. The guilty ones are only concerned with trying to prove their innocence. I'm concerned with inspiring others worldwide to handle their brokenness with grace and love. Them and I are not the same. I don't worry about the lies and false reports on social media or the news interviews. God saw it all. He also heard the thoughts and observed each heart of those who were involved, as he continues to do so every day. He will serve punishment in the way he sees fit, his time, and in his time. God already knows the outcome of the case, and my faith remains strong in him. My reaction and responses to this case are being watched nationwide, so I will continue to show God's love instead of anger. A woman of God is calm, but she is also a warrior, and her prayers will move mountains. I still long for the day when I hear God say, "Well done, my good and faithful one." It is then that justice will be served. It's a very interesting statement from her. Let's see. LA says, I listened to the 911 calls, all the A&E arrests and all the shiz. I think it's not healthy, but I can't stop. Yeah, I think as long as you decompress and try and do other things, not always like I try to, do the weather stuff and other topics. Helps you not always be with like murder and killing people and blood. And Danny Mitchell says she's different. Well, whatever gets her through the trial and her husband's death, I mean, she seems to be doing it with grace. She's right. And she seems to be, not being angry. And yeah, she's having a hard time. But it is very different to how I've seen other people handle it when their loved ones have been killed, for sure. I don't think I have much more on that until the trial goes to air. Let's have a look. Ashton Sitwinter? Stidwinter. There we go. It just says here. There's actually a photo of the kid. Yeah, I'll show you. Let's see. There's a photo of the kid. That's Ashton of Franklin County. Was indicted on Monday. That was yesterday. So yeah, very young kid. I mean, and he would have been 9 months younger when it took place. So he was really young at the time. Very, very, he's wasted his life. He'll be in jail for the next, decade or so. Yeah, LA says 14-year-olds killing their parents. It's not the first one we've seen, is it? AJ says, what a waste of lives. I agree. And not just for the dead people, but the people who are going to spend their prime years in a prison cell. All because of not being able to control their emotions or anger. They're now going to waste their life, unfortunately. All right, let me see if I have one more for you guys for the night, and then we'll wrap up. I'll let you guys go. Appreciate it, though. It's been nice to get back. I've been away for a couple of weeks, not feeling very well, and I was really desperate to get back on the channel and put up a new live show because I really want to be doing 3 or 4 a week on here. So hopefully I can do that now that I'm feeling a bit better. Where are my bookmarks? Okay. Aha. Here we go. So, an ABC journalist in Australia called Kristen Drysdale named her son a wild name, and I thought you guys might get a kick out of this. She named her son on the birth certificate Methamphetamine Rules. It's not a joke. She really did do it, and I'll show you the birth certificate. There you go. There you go. You can see the birth certificate. My birth certificate looks like this because I was born in New South Wales as well. But the first name, given names, Methamphetamine Rules. Somehow it slipped through the system and no one picked it up. Nanalana says, we love your podcast. Thank you. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it. LA says, how many cells does Planet have? Prison jails? I'm not sure. You'd have to think there's a lot. LA says, Crime Talk Scott Reich also posted one of his ABC live trials today. That was pretty cool. I'll have to give it a look after I get out of here. Wu says that was hilarious. She did it as a test. Yeah, she did it as like what could get through the because in Australia you can't name your kids offensive names, names that can cause the child like embarrassment or grief when they get older. Can't name them, certain religious things. Can't name them, all sorts of different guidelines. And somehow this slipped through. I don't know how either, but it did. So it was probably one of the funniest stories I saw all week. If I can get back to it. There we go. Yep. So she says, I don't know how it slipped through. I'm not sure if someone was overworked or the automated software somewhere let it through. She said maybe they thought methamphetamine was a Greek name. They haven't given them a clear answer, but apparently she has already changed her kid's name to a normal name. She said, thankfully, the registrar admitted it was a rare oversight and Drysdale's son's real normal name should be approved any day now. So she has changed it to something different. She says, his real name is a beautiful name and it has nothing to do with Class A drugs. And yeah, there you go. There's her with her baby. She said, a spokesman for New South Wales Birth, Deaths and Marriages said it had refurbished its process in the wake of the situation in a bid to ensure such names don't slip through the cracks. They added the name registered at birth remains on the register forever, even if the name is formally changed. However, in this highly unusual circumstance, the registrar is helping Drysdale correct the name. The registry has since strengthened its process in response to this highly unusual event. The vast majority of parents do not choose a name for their newborn that is obscene, offensive, or contrary to the public interest. As a general rule, names that are prohibited in most states and territories across Australia are ones that are offensive or contrary to the public interest. Swear words, sex acts, slurs of any kind are also blacklisted, as are official titles such as Doctor, Queen, King, and Prime Minister. While there are clear restrictions, the individual registered judge names on a case-by-case basis. So somehow someone wasn't doing their job and thought it was like a Spanish last name or Greek last name, French last name, and let it through. Here you go. There's Mum with Bob. It's a nice photo of Mum with the little baby. She's a nice and a good journalist most of the time, this lady. So she's on the ABC. So, yeah. Hey, Moonlight View. Good to see you. AJ says, I clerk for a judge who granted name changes every day. The only one she refused was one dude who wanted to change his name to like a whole bunch of letters and numbers. The judge was like, no. Yeah, I could see how that would be. Sort of like Elon Musk named his kids that weird elvish name or whatever, like A2V1// or something. It was weird. Oh, Sienna, Nightbot's out to get you. We're gonna have to kick him up the butt, get him to behave. By the way, I heard a little ding before, and I think I'll check. Hold on. Oh, it's Sienna again. She says, thank you very much for calling me Sienna, and thank you for starting your own program. Well, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. People supporting this channel means a lot to me because it allows me to do more shows, put more time into it, and hopefully we'll get a great response here as we do more and more things on this channel. So PB&J says, changing my name to Ham and Swiss. That you just make people hungry. Every time you introduce yourself, you'll be like, hi, I'm Ham and Swiss. And everyone's like, man, is it lunchtime yet? Gambler says, ping regarding Delphi. Brad Holder is supposed to have an alibi. He punched in and out. Yeah, they did say that in the document. The document alleges that someone at the workplace logged in and out for him, and that was a practice that had been done if someone goes from work early, that they have each other's backs so they don't get underpaid, and that it's something, they have been told that's a normal practice in the workplace, which I could believe. I know workers do tend to have each other's backs, so could be. There's a lot of assumptions in that document, though. A lot of assumptions and, hearsay. Too much. Like, you got to provide a bit more proof and, down to earth kind of reporting. Because anyone can write anything on a piece of paper. I can tell you all I'm Spider-Man, and you won't believe me, but I'll be like, I am. And then when we get to court, the court will be like, you can't prove you're Spider-Man. And I'll be like, oh, it seems I can't. And then we just go about our day. And that's sort of like what a lot of these allegations will happen too. They'll get to court. Some of them might be found true. Some of them might be found to be unprovable. So we'll find out. Danny Mitchell says, I believe you. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. I'm glad you believe me. I love Spider-Man. If I could be Spider-Man, I would. I love that. The new Spider-Man, what's his name? The guy who plays it in the Marvel movies. He is Spider-Man. He's the best Spider-Man they've had. I love him as the character of Peter Parker. He's so good. Mamma Mia says, hello. Hi, Mamma Mia. Good to have you here. All right. You guys want one last one before we go? I got a good one, actually. This one's really interesting. And I don't know how much of it is true, but we'll find out. Here. So this was reported. Missing F-35 is found. Debris from 80 million stealth fighter jet is recovered in a field 2 hours north of Charleston after pilot ejected Sunday and plane continued in zombie mode, sparking the Pentagon to ground all models. So they're saying that this F-35 had to be ejected from, and they're worried that it could be like hackers who got into the system and started controlling the plane. They're saying the debris from the missing F-35 jet, missing since its pilot ejected over Southern Carolina, has been found hours after the military asked public for help to find it. The Joint Base Charleston had asked the public to call if they have any information that may help our recovery teams locate the F-35, which is worth $80 million. The pilot ejected and parachuted safely into a residential area, North Charleston, around 2 p.m. on Sunday. He was taken to a local hospital where he was in a stable condition. The pilot's name has not been released. On Monday afternoon, the military said debris from the plane had been found. There you go. So you can see the area where it went missing. It looks like that. Pretty cool. Looks like a black jet. They're just saying they found a lot of that here. So they're saying down here, no units will be allowed to fly until they have a 2-day discussion about safety measures and procedures, according to an email seen by ABC News. Based on the missing jet's location and trajectory, the search for the F-35 Lightning II jet was focused on Lake Moultrie, about 50 miles from North Charleston. The pilot enabled the autopilot function prior to his ejection. Was he hoping it could land on its own? Like it might fly back to base and then land? Or is there some sort of remote system where someone can remotely pilot it if the pilot gets into trouble? I don't know. Many were poking fun at the situation online, with social media users expressing disbelief that the military can't find such an expensive piece of military equipment. Twitter users filled with memes mocking the military and Biden administration of the embarrassing incident. Jeremy Huggins, spokesperson for the Joint Base Charleston, said that an unknown reason the F-35's transponder wasn't working. That's why we put out the public request for help. So basically their location beacon, they couldn't locate it. The aircraft is stealth, so it has different coatings and different designs that make it more difficult than a normal aircraft to detect. Yeah, that's very, very, very cool, but you're so lucky it didn't land on a house or something like that. Oh, did I? That's okay. I can make mistakes. It's my channel. I was rushing because we did the other show and then we ran here. Hold on. I can fix that very quickly. Maybe it is the last show. You don't know. All right, there we go. I fixed it. Thanks for letting me know. There you go. All done. Let me see. Yeah, Wu says a zombie plane. I don't know how planes become zombies either. Maybe they get bitten by another zombie plane and then they, keep spreading it among other planes. I'm just trying to see if you guys have anything on the plane or anything else. No? Okay. Oh, she did. Yeah, I know. I don't know if she wants me to do that tonight or Sunday night because we normally do the pets on Sunday. So, but they're very cute. Little orange ginger cats. I mean, we can. Let me see if I can put a couple up for her. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right, I can show it. I can show it. No, that's from the other night. All right. I wish there was a better system for uploading on this. It would be a lot better. All right. Let me get the description. Oh, so Vegemite Smile tells me that this is a new kitten that she has adopted. Its name is Fizzgig. It's a Torby, tabby tortoiseshell. I fostered her and her sister for several weeks, but I could not let her go. She's much bigger now. So let's see. Oh, look at the little baby cats. They're so adorable. They're going to grow up so fast and become menaces and attack your ankles, and they're going to get you. They will get you. I know my cat's like 5 and he still attacks my ankles now. Let me just yeah, good night, Top Secret to you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're going to wrap up. It's quite late. I hope to do another morning show again. Not a morning show. An 8 p.m. show. I don't know when, but sometime this week I will try do another one because people really liked that I came on at a much earlier time. So I think that's about it. Yeah, we've been on almost an hour. It's one of the longer shows. Normally we only do half an hour, but I hope I brought you some better true crime updates that were not Delphi related. And hey, if you want to subscribe or tell other people about the channel, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to leave a thumbs up and a comment after the show, that's, would be amazing. And for the people who are able to, we do accept donations on this channel, but it's not mandatory, but it does help the channel at times. And for the lovely Sienna, who did send in a donation tonight, thank you very much. It's very kind. And I'll be filling in for Trish at least one night this week, later this week. And then on the other days, I will try and jump on here either before Trish or after Trish. So you'll have more shows now that I'm feeling a little better. So it's very late. Please get some sleep and be back to your true crime investigative selves tomorrow for another big day of true crime. Thanks for Moonlight View for coming in and moderating a little bit. I appreciate it. And that's it from me here at Melbourne, Australia. That's Nights with Ping, and it's nice to be back. Good night, everyone. See you later. Thanks for being here.